What's up, crew? Welcome back or welcome to the Daily Multivitamin. Really, the goal of this podcast is to help train your brain 5 minutes a day or so. I hope these daily supplements have been helpful for you. And today I wanted to talk about something that I think is extremely important along the story of life, of work, of vocation, really of the call that you have on your life. And the thing I want to talk about is simply this, that it's the quality of our learning or training and not the quantity of our repetitions that help us achieve success. Let me say that one more time. It's the quality of the training and or the repetitions, not the number of repetitions, that helps us achieve a greater level of success. There is this saying that many of you have heard before, that it takes 10,000 hours to become a master at something. And all the while, I believe that to be true. The question that I want to ask is, does it have to take 10,000 hours? Is there a way in which to produce the outcome that a 10,000 hour or 10,000 rep training will provide in a shorter way? And the answer is yes. One of my favorite books, Great at Work by Morton Hansen, definitely must read. I'll boil down the book for you in one sentence: do less than obsess. But he talks about the importance of the quality of your training or the quality of your repetition over the number of repetitions. Quality over quantity. And when you can get to quality over quantity, you can compress time frames. You can accelerate the timeline required to become proficient or even a master at a particular thing or solving a particular problem. This really has become extremely relevant to me over the past, I would say, 10 years. I grew up on the field. I played lacrosse at a very high level into college, and there was a reality that always was the case, and that was I always had a coach. I had multiple coaches at any point in time. And what a coach is so good at is a coach knows what it takes to win, but even more so, a coach usually knows what your capacity is and then uses tactics and strategies to pull that greatness out and compel you to play into that athlete. They're constantly nudging, they're constantly envisioning, they're constantly correcting, all to shape and forge the athlete and the team into becoming the team and or athlete that they believe they can be in order to tell the story that everybody wants to tell. A coach is good for that. A coach is also, and probably even more important, a coach compresses time frames. A coach takes something that could take you 10 years to learn and helps you learn it in 10 days. A coach has already personally experienced the pains that you will experience or don't have to experience if you follow the coach's advice. And there's a key thing when it comes to this, and that is a coach helps you with your quality of repetitions over the number of repetitions. And there's a learning loop that takes place that I engage in on a consistent basis. Every week on Friday, I do this, and we'll do another podcast episode to help you. But a coach engages what I call the learning loop. And the learning loop is 4 primary steps. You measure, you get feedback. Feedback is 2, measure is 1, feedback is 2, you modify 3, and then 4 is you do and redo. A coach oversees that process and helps ensure that anything you're doing or redoing, anything you're measuring, is actually measured rightly, that your approach is the right approach, that your delivery and the things you're deploying are the right ways to do that, as opposed to doing it on your own and learning the hard way, which takes more time and takes more energy and takes more resources. You can really get greater quality over quantity. I had this experience this past Tuesday afternoon is a day I have an hour-long conversation with one of my coaches, It is always formative, it is always helpful, and we always engage in this loop. And I cannot tell you how much time, how much energy, how much emotion, that emotional cost that my coach has saved me because he's on my team and he helps guide me. And so today, I wanted to encourage you, how can you increase the quality of your repetitions? How can you increase the quality of your trainings? Warren Buffett said it best, experience is our teacher. You can either learn from your own personal experience, which typically involves discomfort and pain, or you can learn from the experiences of others. Either way you're learning, it's up to you how you want to learn. Guys, a coach will enable you not to have to learn from unnecessary painful consequences, unnecessary painful lessons. Yes, it may cost you financially in the beginning, but the return will be far greater if you pick the right coach. So one, how can you increase the quality of your repetitions? Number two, if you do not have a coach, I would strongly recommend you consider getting a coach. Number three, one of the best ways to pick a coach is not to find somebody who did it at a high level, but to find someone who did what you want to do at a high level, but then also proved that he could teach others what he or she has done or had done themselves, and then they achieved like success. That right there is super important and one of the best ways to pick a coach. It doesn't matter if they did it. Can they teach other people to do it? And if so, how many? Take care, guys. Hope you have a great day. See you.